Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is a kind of a fun video. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I think the last time I did one of these type of videos was maybe early in 2020, maybe 2019, but this is one of those tag question videos. May have done one early, I don't know. But I thought it would be fun because it's a Thanksgiving tag and we are just about a week away from Thanksgiving, so why not? So let's get started with this tag. So I found this online. It's from the YouTubesociety.com and I will link it in the description below. So there are 13 questions. So here we go. Question number 1. What is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Mine is tied. Mine is tied, actually three-way. A three-way tie? Can I do that? I guess it's my question. I'm going to answer it my way. Three-way tie. The first one would be a dish that my mom made growing up. It's dumplings, and Sam thinks it's absolutely gross, but Mom takes the neck from the turkey and boils it in water and makes a broth. And then she takes flour, egg, baking powder, and a little bit of salt, mixes it together and makes like little dough balls and cooks it. And they're absolutely delicious. My favorite thing to do is eat them cold. And yes, I do make my own gluten-free option of them for the holidays because it's like a ball of flour. They're the best things ever. Sam hates the neck part of it. Even if I make it with just like chicken stock, he goes, oh, I can't do it. But that is number 1. Number 2 would be green bean casserole. And number 3 is my Weight Watchers friendly cranberry relish. And I've shared it on my Instagram, I think every year around the holidays. It's cranberries, sugar-free Jell-O, water, and pineapple tidbits and juice. You cook your cranberries, mix it with the pineapples and the Jell-O, and you let it chill. Super simple. And sometimes I will sprinkle chopped pecans in it. Makes it a little bit fancier. So those are my 3. Question number 1. What is your favorite side dish? Well, what do you mean? What Thanksgiving dish and side dish? Like, what's like, this is the same thing. Okay. How about we go a relish tray? We'll go with that. Relish tray. Our tradition is that we put out the big veggie and relish tray first thing in the morning, and everyone kind of gnaws on that throughout the morning because we're one of the weird ones. We actually eat lunch for Thanksgiving instead of a lot of people eat dinner, but yeah, we eat ours at lunch. So I'm going to go with relish tray for this question because 1 and 2 are like the same question. Number 3, what is your favorite Thanksgiving dessert? That's a hard one. Because, I mean, desserts. I would probably have to say it's pumpkin pie. And it's because it's portable. Like, you can go to the back porch. Like, for us, everything, like, all of our pies are on the back porch. Go to the back porch and cut a piece of pumpkin pie. Come back into the kitchen, stop at the refrigerator, squirt some whipped cream on it, and continue walking. It's like a portable meal. Like, so it has to be pumpkin pie. Number 4, what are you most thankful for? Wow. It would probably have to be my friends and my family because my friends and my family mean everything to me. And of course you guys. You guys mean so much to me too. Question. Peaches is shedding and literally just had a piece of Peach's hair go in my mouth. Question number 5. What does your ideal Thanksgiving outfit look like? Well, Mom kind of requires us to dress up a little bit. Not like we're going to the prom, but no, just t-shirt and sweats. So I would probably wear something like this and a pair of jeans, at least through lunch, and then we all change into comfortable clothes. But my ideal would be, let's be in our pajamas and eat dinner. Because let's just be comfortable. We need the stretchy bands for Thanksgiving. What is your best Thanksgiving memory? Oh. I was a freshman in college at Oklahoma Christian, and I was taking classes for an interior design major. And our project over Thanksgiving break was we had to draw out this house according to scale. And the teacher gave us, like, you can do X, Y, or Z. So I bought a piece of poster board, and I was having a lot of problems with it. And Howard, I've talked about Howard a lot on the channel. I was just in tears over this project, and I called him and I said, I don't understand it. It's not coming out right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. He's like, okay. Because this was when I was down in Oklahoma, and I was calling him up here in Kansas, because I was calling him from my dorm room, like, beating my head on the wall, like, literally. My roommate's like, Lena, quit, you're gonna, like, get yourself injured. And he's like, just take a breath, put that homework aside, you'll be home tomorrow, we'll work on it after lunch on Thursday. I said, okay. So he was looking at, he's like, he's like, no, give me the paperwork that the teacher gave you, give me a minute to read it, then we will talk. Okay. And so he was reading it, and he goes, okay, what are you using to put it on? I'm like, I have a piece of poster board. And he looked at me and went, Lena, the reason you're having such a problem is because your poster board's too small for the scale your teacher wants. Makes sense. So my mom was still working at the school, and so her and Howard went to the school and went to the teacher's workroom, and that, like, big colorful rolls of paper that the teachers use. Mom goes, okay, how much does she need to complete this project? And so he got this big long piece of white paper, and we brought it home, and little by little he helped me sketch out my project for my interior design class. It was a lot of work, but, like, it was so much fun because he did stuff like that because he was a dungeon master for Dungeon and Dragon, and, like, it was just a really great afternoon of, like, spending time with my brother, and my other brother Mike and his family was there, so they would we're like, back away with that food, get away from my homework. So, but it was a really good memory, and it's something that makes me smile every time I think about it. Number 7. What is your least favorite Thanksgiving dish? Can anyone have a least favorite Thanksgiving dish? I mean, I guess if you were to go to someone else's house, you might not like something that is there, but there's no food that I really just don't like that's on our Thanksgiving table. Maybe it's because I grew up with it. Like, the menu doesn't change. I think in the years that I'm growing up, the only change that has been made to our Thanksgiving menu is when Sam and I got married and we started having green bean casserole. My dad doesn't really care for it, so Mom would never really make it, but Sam loves it, and Sam started making it. So, like, that's the only addition that's been made to our Thanksgiving menu, I think, since I was born, that I can think of. All right, the next one. Do you have any quirky Thanksgiving traditions? I don't think so. I guess I can run through my day, and you can let me know in the comments if we have something quirky. We get up around 5 or 6 a.m. Oh, let me rephrase that. Mom gets up around 5 or 6 a.m. To get the turkey going, and then goes and lays back down until about 8. And then everyone's awake by 8 because you're starting to smell the turkey cook. And so we get out all of the things once we're all up and awake. We set up a big long table in my parents' living room, and we set out the relish tray and the veggie tray, sweet pickles, dill pickles, black olives, green olives, cheese ball, crackers, veggies. It all goes out on the table for everyone to kind of munch on throughout the morning. We obviously watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We have lunch. We do shopping online while we're waiting, like in between pulling things out of the oven, mixing up new things, that kind of thing. We eat, and then we typically, like, play board games, or we do a puzzle. In years past, we have done like Black Thursday night shopping. Not a lot of stores are open on Thanksgiving this year, so we won't be going out. And quite frankly, the ads aren't that great this year. I mean, I get it, like half the stuff's sitting in the ocean. But you know, so I mean, that's what our day looks like. Let me know in the comments if something in there's quirky. What role do you play on Thanksgiving? Mom's the head cook. Dad's the head secondary cook. So maybe I'm the assistant to the assistant's cook. I'm like third row cook here. And I eat. My role is to eat. There we go. Question number 10. Where do you and your family usually celebrate Thanksgiving? We always go to my parents. They're, mom and dad's 10 minutes away. Filmed videos over there before even. We usually go over there at least 1 or 2 days ahead of time. We'll just kind of run over real quick and check on Peaches. But it's really fun. It's almost like a little mini vacation because Sam's not at work, Mom's not at work, I'm not at work. And so we just get to play games and eat more food. And like starting like at Halloween, like through Halloween through like the beginning of January is like food related. It's like, can't we spread this out a little bit more? Question number 11. What do you love most about Thanksgiving? Oh, that's really hard. I think maybe it's like you get those foods that like they're only made at Thanksgiving / Christmas. So you're like, okay, I totally lost my train of thought. You get those foods that are only made once a year. So you're like, okay, Thanksgiving's over, Christmas is over. You're like right after Valentine's Day, like, man, how many days and how many months until Thanksgiving? Because I want XYZ, because it takes a lot of work to make and you're just not going to make it unless it's the holidays. Question number 12. Do you receive gifts on Thanksgiving? No. We are not our family doesn't combine Thanksgiving and Christmas. I know a lot of families do, and that's completely okay. Being married, I get that you have to split time between your family and his family, and if you have parents that are, separated or divorced, you've got, instead of two families, you may have 3 or 4, or you may have family and you have to go to his family, your family, and his grandparents. So I mean, I get that some people like will go, okay, we're gonna do Thanksgiving meal on Thanksgiving and we're gonna do Christmas stuff on Saturday. We're not a family that does that, but that's totally okay if you are a family that does. No judgment here. I get it. Time is money. And the final question. What do you think has changed most since the first Thanksgiving? Well, I probably think that a lot of our foods are going to be quite different than what they had. But I think that they really didn't travel. They were like all right there. So the fact that we have families that travel like across the state, or they use this time to go on vacation because kids are out of school. I think that's a big thing that's changed. But I think the premise still remains the same, that a Thanksgiving is a moment to stop and think about what exactly it is that we're thankful for. So that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments below. Like I said, ours are family quirky. Let me know in the comments something that you're thankful for. And if you want, make sure to do the tag yourself. The link is in the description, and let me know in the comments if you did it so I can go check out your video as well. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Bye, guys!